Why it sucks to be born as a wasp mantidfly. Your whole life is basically a speed run of murder, theft, and trying not to get eaten. Let's dive right into it.
You break out of the egg as a larva. A few days ago, your mother picked up your dad's white glue off a leaf and used it to fertilize hundreds of eggs scattered through the forest. And now you crawl over the others that hatched beside you and climb up the stem to look for something moving. Your current mission is to hijack a spider, kill anything in your way, and evolve into something else entirely. After a couple minutes of waiting, a spider walks past. You jump and land on its back, but it's the wrong kind. It's too small for you. It wipes you off with one leg and keeps walking. You hit the ground, roll once, and crawl under a leaf. A few minutes later, another spider passes. This one is much heavier and slower. Her abdomen is round and full of baby spiders. A perfect opportunity. You jump again and land behind her rear leg, right between the soft plates. Your claws lock in, and luckily she doesn't notice. You stay hidden while she walks, grooms, and spins short threads across the branches. A couple days later, she climbs into a narrow gap between two rocks. It's a dry, hidden space, just wide enough for her body. She cleans the surface, then starts building. You hold your place while she weaves the sack, layer by layer, until it's done. Once she leaves, you crawl down her body and slip through the edge of the silk. Inside, the eggs are packed tight. You bite one, and thick fluid spills into your jaws. So you bite another, and keep feeding until your gut starts to swell. But then, something hits your side. One of your larva siblings followed you inside. It slams into you again with its jaws open. You grab it with your front claws and twist, trying to throw it off, but it doesn't let go. You drag it across the silk and hook one leg under its body. Then you pull and rip its side open, making it die in an instant.
Never thought I'd see two larvae throwing down like a UFC main event next to a spider's baby sack. Nature's like, oh, you wanted siblings? Nah, you get Hunger Games, Bug Edition. What's wild is parasitic wasps really do eat each other in the womb. Survival of the hungriest makes human sibling rivalries over the last slice of pizza look like a group hug in comparison.
You turn back to the eggs and feed until there's nothing left. Because in a few days, something important will happen to your body. Skip forward a bit, and you're 5 weeks old now. After draining every egg inside the sack, you sealed yourself inside with your own silk and waited a couple of weeks. Now that your body has changed, you tear through the cocoon and crawl out. Your legs are longer, your eyes are sharper, and two soft wings hang folded against your back. You don't look like a larva anymore. You look like a wasp with an extra chromosome.
Wasp mantidfly glow up unlocked. From slime grub to nightmare with wings. Like, what the heck is this design choice? It looks less like evolution and more like a Pokemon randomizer gone wrong. Those extra chromosomes basically turn it into a flying genetic glitch, half wasp, half horror movie prop. Imagine being the spider mom. You worked so hard on that nursery and now a mutant insect just hatched like, thanks for the Airbnb, gotta go ruin ecosystems now.
Below you, ants swarm the bark in long lines. They found the remains of the egg sac, and now they are headed straight at you. You run across the branch, but one catches your back leg and pulls. You slam sideways, scraping your body on the bark. You twist and swing your front legs forward. You've never used them before, but the curved spines lock into place and crush the ant's head. You rip it loose and throw the pieces aside. The others hesitate, so you use that moment and jump. You fall through leaves and hit the ground hard. One wing folds under you, but nothing tears. You drag yourself between two rocks and wait until the shadows above stop moving. After a while, you crawl back into the open and climb a low stem. Your wings are still soft, but you open them anyway. You spread your wings and push once, lifting just above the ground. You land, reset, and push harder. This time, you clear the stems and glide past the moss, landing clean on a flat rock. You'll feed on nectar for a while, but that won't be enough for long. Something in your body still wants more. You're 2 months old now. You've been flying low between branches for hours. You've seen plenty of insects, but you just can't catch them. Your first try was a beetle resting still on a leaf. You creeped up along the edge, raised your front legs, and lunged. But your claws hit too wide and knocked it sideways. The beetle tumbled off the leaf and disappeared into the grass before you could react. Later, you spotted a moth warming its wings in a patch of sunlight. You hovered just above it, lined up your strike, and went for the kill. But the moth saw the shadow, dropped flat, and shot into the air before your claws even touched it. You chased for a few seconds, but your body isn't built for speed. You gave up before your wings burned out. So you're starving now. Nectar won't keep you alive much longer, and your claws are built for killing, but right now, they're not doing anything. You give it one more try. While circling above the grass, you spot a thin web stretched between two branches. There's a fly caught inside and no spider around it. You slow your wings, drop lower, and come up with something new. Instead of chasing, you land just beneath the web and freeze. Then you raise your claws and pull the fly out in one clean motion. The strands stretch, but they don't snap. You turn to leave and stop, because the spider is already climbing back. She must have felt it. You twist between leaves and drop low into the grass until you're sure she's not following. When you land, your whole body shakes, but the fly is still in your mouth. You bite off the wings and drink everything inside until there's nothing left. It's the first real food you've had in days, and it didn't come from chasing, it came from stealing. You're not the only mantidfly out here either. Others are hunting the same ground, and some are bigger than you. You'll need to get smarter, or you won't survive the next week. You're 2.5 months old now. For the last 3 nights, you've been returning to the same patch of forest. There's a broken web strung between 2 roots, and the spider who built it doesn't seem to care what's missing. Every time you come back, something new is trapped inside, and each time, you take it.
This thing went from failed hunter to straight up insect burglar. Forget chasing beetles, why waste the energy when you can just pull a fly out of someone else's pantry? Peak freeloading? Honestly, it's giving Ocean's 11, but with mandibles. Also, side note, the animation style here is wild. It's the first time I've seen one of his videos, and it feels like a nature doc narrated by someone who secretly roots for the villain.
But today when you arrive, someone's already there. It's another mantidfly. She's older than you and twice your size. One of her legs is torn off at the joint. The wound is sealed, but she moves with a limp. And when she sees you, she steps toward the web and rips the fly before you can even get to it. You hover low with your claws raised, watching her shift her weight like she's about to leave. But just as she turns, you strike. Your claws hit her square in the thorax and slam her backward into the dirt. She kicks up hard and catches you under the body, knocking the air from your trachea as both of you crash through the leaves. You roll once and hit the ground, scraping bark and tearing your membrane. She recovers first and lands a clean hit across your abdomen. Her claw digs deep and twists. You curl your body and strike blindly, snapping in front of you until something soft gives way, her left eye. She shakes, trying to break loose, but your grip holds, and with one hard twist of your head, you tear the eye free. She kicks away and stumbles, leaking fluid from the side of her face. You lunge again, but she lifts off just in time and disappears into the air without a sound. You stay there for a moment, then push yourself upright and walk toward the web. Your wings won't fold properly, and your shell is punctured where she struck. The wound won't kill you, but it won't heal fast either. Out here, no one guards you. If you want to keep something, you fight for it. Skip forward again, and you're 3 months old now. The cuts on your side have scabbed over and your wings work again. You've stopped returning to the same webs, and now you drift between clearings alone. One afternoon, you spot movement near the edge of the grass. It's another mantidfly. A male. He lands a few branches away, but you stay still. He steps forward slowly. You can tell that something in his body language feels different. He's not here to kill. You turn toward him with your legs raised halfway, but he doesn't come closer. He stays still, lowers his abdomen, and drops something white onto the leaf. This is how your kind mates. You don't fully understand it, but your body does.
That was basically Mortal Kombat Bug Edition. Eye gouge included. Wild how it jumps from brutal street fight to awkward Tinder date with a blob of white goo. Bug romance is just chaos. And seriously, the animation sells it like a mix of Nat Geo and a horror movie trailer.
As you're about to lower yourself over the spermatophore, the wind shifts. A shadow flashes overhead and something slams into the branch beside you. It's a bird that missed you just by inches and cracked the branch from the impact. You throw yourself off just as claws rake the air behind you. The male lifts off too late. One of his wings folds wrong and he spirals into the grass. You don't wait to see what happens next. You dive into the bush and wait there until the sound stops. The bird is gone, and so is the male. You're still shaking, and your legs won't stop twitching, but you're alive. And even though it lasted only seconds, something about that moment clicked. It wasn't just instinct. It was something you want again. And next time, you'll be ready. You're 3.5 months old now. You've been patrolling the same stretch of forest for days, circling back between leaves and watching for movement. On a random day, you land on a wide, flat leaf near the edge of the water. That's when you see it, a soft, white packet stuck gently to the surface. It's a spermatophore that was recently dropped, but with no male in sight. You step forward slowly, position your body over it, and lower your abdomen until the contact point is right. The fluid transfers quickly. You hold still until it's done, then back away. You don't feel different, but something inside you changes. You climb the nearest tree and stop halfway up the branch. Then you start laying. Each egg presses into place with perfect spacing, one after the next with its own perfect gap. You fly up and turn to check your line. It's super precise. As you're about to leave, you hear a buzzing sound behind your back. You land and stay still as a wasp circles overhead. She loops once, then again, slowing each time. Her wings tilt slightly as she angles in, scanning you from the side. You hold still with your legs braced and wings tucked low. Your black and yellow pattern matches hers almost perfectly. She lingers a second longer, then pulls upward and glides out of the clearing. You've made it this far by copying every signal and holding your nerve when it mattered. But now it's more than mimicry. You feel like the thing even real wasps leave alone.
That bird cameo was basically nature yelling third wheel, not allowed, and instantly rage quitting the bug Tinder date. Savage. But wow, the payoff later is wild. Laying eggs in a perfect line like some cursed Etsy craft project, then straight up cosplaying as a wasp to avoid death. That's high-level survival strategy. Honestly feels less like mimicry and more like unlocking the do not mess with me skin in real life.
You're 4 months old now. You fly lower than before with your claws angled forward and your eyes locked on the ground. You've stopped avoiding things. Now you're looking for them. Ahead, something twitches in a web stretched between 2 rocks. A lacewing. It's still alive, but not moving much. It's probably paralyzed. You don't see a spider nearby, so you move in. You land just beneath the web and reach up, easing your claws around the insect without shaking the strands. Then something hits the rock beside you. A spider jumps from the far edge and lands straight in your path. It spreads its legs, then lunges. You catch its face before it makes contact. Your claws wrap tight around the front of its body and one slips in under the eye. It jerks backward and flings you across the stone. You hit hard but recover fast, and before it can run, you leap again. This time you land on top of it. You clamp across the thorax and force it down. It shakes once, then breaks free and runs. You wait until it's gone, then turn back to the web. The lacewing is still there. You pull it free, break the silk, and drag the body into the grass. You bite off the wings and drink everything inside until it's gone. This is your second real kill, but it's the first one you took by force. You didn't hide. You fought and won, and now you know what happens when something picks a fight with you. It loses. Skip forward a bit, and you're 4.5 months old now. The branch you laid your eggs on is still in place, and the bark is dotted with larval shapes that look just like you did months ago. You haven't eaten today, but you don't feel the urgency anymore. You land on a broad leaf in full sun and start cleaning your front legs. The spines are dulled from use, but still sharp enough to attack if needed. You fought spiders, killed your own, fed on real kills, and defended yourself from something much stronger than you. You've done everything your body was built to do. There's no threat in sight, just warm light and still air.
Okay, that was basically the Bug's John Wick arc. First robbery, then brawling spiders, and now a clean execution on a lacewing. He's not sneaking snacks anymore, he's hunting on purpose. What's crazy is by the end, it's all peaceful. Like after months of chaos, this mutant fly just sits on a leaf, sharpening its claws like an old warrior enjoying retirement. Nature doesn't hand out gold watches, but it does give you one sunny afternoon of calm.
Then, out of the corner of your vision, something rises through the grass. It's orange and much bigger than you. It's a hornet. You get into the position. You've done this before. You've locked your wings in place and mimicked every angle just right. It worked on wasps and even spiders, but this time, the attacker doesn't slow down. The shape slams into your chest before you can react. A stinger slips between your plates and drives deep, then pulls away just as fast. Your muscles don't respond. Your wings stay folded and you remain completely still as the venom moves through your body. There's nothing you can do anymore. You die in the exact pose that once kept you alive. Above you on the branch you used to guard, one of your eggs splits open, and something begins to crawl out. Life as a wasp mantidfly might be rough, but there's another animal out there that has it way worse. Trust me, it's wild. Check out the video and see for yourself.
That ending hit like a Shakespearean tragedy in bug form. The hero survives sibling murder, spider duels, and near-death dates only to get insta-deleted by a hornet one-shot. And yet the cycle doesn't stop. Its offspring hatches right above the corpse like a grim encore from nature itself. It's brutal, poetic, and kind of metal all at once. Bound did an amazing job with this video. The link is in the description. And let's just say the next story takes survival to a place you probably never expected. Stay nerdy.